viewers, so once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we'll bring you the very best here. Nnamdi has spoken about Biafra in a World Congress meeting that was held yesterday, demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and the internet is currently on fire, talking about Tinubu's government, how they are the one in charge of the terrorism happening to the Christians in Nigeria, and finally told the Congress that Biafra needs to emerge as soon as possible. Positive one coming from the US, Nnamdi himself, talking about this.
Nnamdi is a popular Biafra, lobbyist, over the years now, colluding with Ted Cruz and Susie Willis, even Alex Bebe, and the many of them, who are working round the clock to make sure that Biafra ceded away, from Nigeria. You know what? The Christian genocide going on is thickening up since the bombing, on 25th December of Sokoto Forest by United States of America. It was just like after the bombing, then the main actual Christian genocide ensued. They began to go house to house, slaughtering Christians in their large number in Plateau State, in Niger State, in Zamfara State, in Benue State, to be precise. You see, the issue this time around is what we should be focusing on. What I mean is the conspiracy theory, which, of course, we know the spiritual advisor of the entire Muslims in the north is much aware, and he is the one that is championing it. I mean, Sultana of Sokoto. So what happened is this: if Trump could finish with Iran and Israel face off, the next port of call should be Nigeria, signing Nigeria disintegration bill. If Trump could come out at the White House or anywhere, even addressing the congressmen or United Nations member nations, he should make an announcement that Nigeria is divided. That is the only solution, so that we will start the occupation, total occupation. I mean, Biafra military forces of southeastern Nigeria. Total occupation of southeastern Nigeria is what is needed right now, so that the police, the army barrack should pave way for Biafra Liberation Army to take over. The issue of genocide that has been going over time since inception of APC regime in 2015 is thickening up, simply because APC has failed to bring succor, good governance to Nigeria, and it was obvious that the first APC regime was under supervision of a Islamic radical. I don't know what to understand. Islamic radical, I mean, in the sense that Buhari himself, the former president of Nigeria, was a jihadist. He was the person that invited the bandit, the Boko Haram, into Nigerian political system. He did it too well when he actually threatened Jonathan in 2014 that failure, if he fails to win the next election, which was 2015, prior to 2015 election, he made this statement in 2014 that every street of Kanu State, Nigeria, will be littered with blood of monkey and baboons. I don't know how he put it better. I think at least I got it. That is coming with a new wave of system in Nigeria, and he actually was thinking he won't win, he will not win the election until the generals, the retired general in Nigeria, I named them, Olusegun Obasanjo, Theophilus Danjuma, Abdul Salam Abubakar, actually ousted Jonathan from office, and that was how Buhari took over from Jonathan and invited all manners of terrorist organization into our system today. So what Nnamdi is doing is the right thing, because in 1967 we actually know how Ojukwu did it, but we never knew Biafra could go this far. After Biafra could withstand Britain, Egypt, withstand France, withstand Chad, withstand Niger for 36 good months. Even though when we met in Ghana, Aburi, we actually thought that it was all over, but still Gowon was deceived by Awolowo, a southwesterner, a Yoruba man. So Biafra withstanding all these world-class, countries for 36 months, I think we had gone a long way for withstanding Nigerian subjugation for almost 60 years now. Nigeria is overdue. And I'm telling you that the contraption and the agreement of 2014, which actually expired 12 years ago, that is 2014, that if Nigeria could at least reach 100 years, any province, any region that is not felt well, treated well in Nigeria should cede away. Biafra is overdue for ceding away from Nigeria. So Arnold Mark has taken a very good step to bring it to the notice of the American congressmen that Biafra is overdue for what? Referendum or declaration. This time around, Trump has taken it upon himself in collaboration with Knesset, Israeli lawmaking body headed by Benjamin Netanyahu, to declare Biafra so that there will be peace in this part of the world. There's no how Fulani man could allow Igbo man, a staunch Christian, a Zionist, to be at the office of Aso Rock, the presidential villa of Nigeria, state. We can never be there, and we're not dreaming to be there. So if anybody could send my message across to Greg Obi, you are just suffering yourself. In a town for nothing. Get away from there. The only option right now, the whole Biafra, the song we are singing is Biafra, 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 our promised land. And we like Biafra. We will never do any other thing than singing Biafra song. Biafra restoration, Biafra emancipation is it.
Talking about Aburi Accord, you mentioned something about Gowon. The Northerners have come out to debunk the statement that Gowon made, calling him illusion, that he's having a mindset of forgetting things. Concerning what he said, that they fought the Northerners because of their resources. The Northerners have come out to debunk this. Mr. Ralph, what would you have to say
Gowon
about
said
this?
They fought the Igbos because of our resources, that actually the Igbos did not orchestrate or champion the coup of 1966, which actually resonated that kind of, bloody brutality on Igbos. Now, let me tell you, the North are always usurpers and the parasites. Currently, we don't have any resources in the centrality whereby Nigeria is earning money from the North. The whole economy of the country where Nigeria is earning money is based in our Biafra land. The entire coastal states of Biafra are the owners of the entire oil well Nigeria is leveraging on today. Yoruba has nothing from where they are giving Nigeria anything kobo. It is only Biafra land, Igbo man. Could be that Igbo land today, I still repeat it, is Yoruba land where you have Eket oil well, the highest number in Nigeria. Bayelsa oil well, second to Eket. No, oil well in River State, Port Harcourt, where you have the second largest oil well in Nigeria. River State is in Yoruba land. I don't think Igbo man will be here doing any business with Yoruba man, or Hausa man should be doing or talking nonsense. Yoruba man would have at least ceded away their Oduduwa Republic since. But due to the fact that everything is coming from Igbo, the economy is monolithic. Everything about Nigeria economy, no diversity, no diversification. They don't go to the other side of the economy. Agriculture and human resources to tap money from. It is only the oil. It is only Igbo land. We are the one feeding the north, feeding the entire Kanu state, paying salary from our resources, the entire northeast, the entire corner, which is northwest, Sokoto, we use our resources to pay salary there. The entire northern region are parasites. They don't have anything. And that's why they want to die where they are fighting, Biafra to return Nigeria. So that statement from Gowon is right. Aburi will stand is an agreement that everybody agreed on so that we can do well in this part of the world. Confederacy was it. That is regionalism. A situation whereby the country will be restructured, each and every region being taken care of, by what it produces or manufactures. Then bringing certain derivation or percentage to the center that is on the table. And they failed because actually they know the oil is from Biafra land. That's why Gowon was deceived by Awolowo and Gowon agreed. Today, I'm telling you, It was an oil war. They fought Igbo land because of our resources. That's why they fought Igbo man. Today, I'm sending my message across to the north. They are parasites. They should remain parasites until Jesus comes. They have nothing to show. They are just wasting blood of the innocent mid-belters, killing people in Benue State for nothing, attacking Ondo State in the axis of southwestern Nigeria. It is evil. The north shall remain parasites forever.
Thank you very much, my viewers. You've heard it all.
And Nigerian government is listening to Sheikh Gumi to invite Turkey terrorists. Turkey, a terrorist country, into Igbo land. Tinubu shall take his time. If he tries it, I think we are going to resist Turkey. Turkey is not going to pitch their tent over there. And I believe that America, USA, Israel, they are following up on media what Sheikh Gumi has been proffering as a solution, suggesting to Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do in Igbo land. It can never work. Why not allow Turkey to pitch their military tent in Ondo State, Ekiti State, Oyo State, and Osun State, where Tinubu comes from? Tinubu will not try it. Sir Soludo is a foolish man who does not have sense at all of belonging. That the suggestion of inviting Turkey is like inviting Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and ISWAP into Igbo land. Hope Uzodinma is a foolish man that has lost his orientation totally by not knowing that Turkey is a terrorist country in Europe. That's why he could not be allowed into the membership of EU member nation in Europe. Then again, what about Peter Mba, an Enugu man, Enugu governor, who has lost it all by colluding with Bianco No to invite or expel Simon Ekpa out of Finland and bring him back to Nigeria for barbecuing? Peter Mba, you have failed. And I'm telling you that the only governor we have that will never tolerate Turkey coming into Igbo land have to have military base. That person is Alesoti, the governor of Abia State. He will never allow it happen. Turkey will not be allowed into Igbo land. If they try it, I think Biafra has what it takes to resist Turkey.
Mr. Ralph, you've analyzed this as usual. Now, Lai Mohammed has made a statement that is buzzing the internet. The former social whatever to
Minister of Information.
Yes, to the
to Muhammad Buhari.
Yes, he has said that the major people that are being killed are the Muslims, not the Christians. That the Christians should stop lamenting and face the reality that it is the Muslims and Islamic worshippers that are the ones that are being slaughtered.
Thank you so much. From which contraption does Lai Mohammed comes from? He's a Fulani Muslim from Kwara State, where Ottoman Danfodio pitched the, his tent of Islamization agenda in 1804. That was where he met Afonja that was fighting Oyo Empire. Afonja is from Ilorin. Ilorin and Oyo Empire were at loggerhead over very long period in Yoruba land. So when Afonja actually prevailed on Ottoman Danfodio to help him fight his brother Oyo in Oyo Empire, against Oyo Empire, that was how they lured Afonja into believing in Islam. And Afonja became Muslim, and within a short period, they actually put him to sword. Afonja was slaughtered by Ottoman Danfodio, and the entire followers of Ottoman Danfodio took over the whole Ilorin. I'm just reliving history here. How Islam gained its strong foothold in Yoruba land. Listen, Lai Mohammed is a bloody Muslim that worked with Buhari for straight 8 years. That Christians were maimed and killed in Nigeria. Lai Mohammed was part of it. And if guys not taking, if you could do your key studies, Facebook studies, you will actually find out that Lai Mohammed is among the sponsors of terrorism, insurgency in Nigeria. Go to the research, the names, the list sent from UAE into Nigeria when Muhammad Buhari, the terrorist, was Nigerian president. Lai Mohammed was among. He was among the Al-Hajis. He was among the Mohammeds, the Ibrahims and Garbas, and the Arufais, all of them, their names were neatly compiled from UAE, sent into this country. But the then terrorist president of Nigeria Muhammad Buhari, I put his name like that without apology. He could not implement, to investigate, to arrest, to bring to book of justice the names compiled from UAE. He trashed it in the bin. And that's why Lai Mohammed has the effrontery to come to tell the whole world that Christians were not dying, that Muslims were dying more than Christians. The right thing to do, let me choke you, Lai Mohammed, separate Christians and Muslims, divide Nigeria. Bring down not mid-belt down to southeast. That was how it was before. And let the entire Biafra land be, so that you and Nigeria will be with you. In Kwara State, that is part of Southwest, and let the entire country Biafra go. The Christian communities, the Christian states, they all know themselves in Nigeria. The best thing right now is to demarcate the Christians, separate them from most of the states that are teamly Muslims. Let Nigeria divide. Let everybody go. No cause for alarm.
Finally, Mr. Ralph, I would like us to touch on something. The Northerners told Ngozi Orabueze that she belongs to the kitchen because women are meant to be in the kitchen and not in the politics. Coming out from the Northerners, what a reply from them.
That is the Kayism. That is the Kayic ideology we are talking about. Is a region that is minded their business, studying and following Islamic, Arabic culture, custom and tradition since 1804. That's why they are that backward, that women belong to kitchen. How could women belong to kitchen? The first woman to fly to Atlantic, across the Atlantic, is an American woman. I think a black woman to be precise. He belonged to kitchen. The people that did their research too well to discover atomic bomb in 1945, don't you know that women, American women, were among? And I would like you to go to history. The state of Israel was fighting to a standstill. You know, all the Arab spirals or states in the Middle East by a woman, a prime minister of Israel, Yomi Kupper. He ruled Israel once and they fought the Arab successfully. A woman belonged to kitchen. How could women not belong to kitchen when all the northern elites and elders know is only Quran, banishing and imprisoning women into their various, compounds and houses, enclave, without seeing the light of the day. The women in the north could not go to university. They could not study anything in their lives except Arabic inscription, Al-Quran, and the rest of them. This is a Kayism of the highest order. Women belonging to kitchen. That's why Ngozi Orabueze is telling you that enough of that nonsense, that Biafra belong to Biafrans, belong to Igbo land, and you are saying all manners of bad things against Orabueze, that women belong to kitchen. Women belong to kitchen was the reason why the useless, uneducated president of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, paid visit to Merkel, Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel was the German prime minister. Then she asked of Muhammad Buhari's wife, where is your elegant wife, beautiful Aisha Buhari? This useless, uneducated president answered Merkel, woman belong to kitchen. She doesn't need to come. Merkel nearly arrested him, but actually warned him to what? Restrain his statement that women in this modern time do not belong to kitchen anymore. So that's why I'm telling you that northern Nigeria is not meant to be together with southern Nigeria. You look at their reasoning, you actually find out that they are all Muslim pigs, uneducated, archaic, Arabic ideology apologists. They like Arabic tradition and customs. They lack Western education. Yet they use telephone. Yet they watch television. Yet they actually own electricity, for illumination. But you can see it. They don't know how many women scientists that are involved in these discoveries. Northern elites are gone. The only issue there is right now Hausa are fighting hard to make sure that they expel the entire Fulani into the desert from where they come from with all their archaic ideology. We don't need them here. We are quite different from them. Ngozi Orebeze is a modern woman, a career woman, at least our prime minister in exile.
So finally, in your modern language, address your brothers and sisters all over the world.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Igbo Kwan, Igbophobia, Igbo Kwan, Igbophobia. We are the Igbos. We can never bow to Islamic ideology. All the too hard for Igbo man. Igbo ikpele nyeluchi ọzọ. Chi ndị ahụ a na-akpọ Allah. Ndị amụma ha bụ Muhammad anyị emere. Igbo man can never bow to Islam. It is very, very difficult. I'm an Igbo man and I'm a warrior. I will always be long to Christianity. That is me. Igbo Kwanu, Igbophobia. It is due to Igbophobia that Fulani man can never see any good thing in Igbo man. It is due to Igbophobia that all our science and technology advancement during Nigerian Biafra Civil War, we discovered various things. We built a modern airport at Uli, modern bunker, Ojukwu bunker in Umuahia. What about Roy Umei, the engineer that actually came out with Obunigwe and many, many more, arms? Nigerian nation, as a result of Igbophobia, could not stop or start from where these scientists, and Biafran technologists stopped, to make sure that we continue the manufacturing firearms and weapon of mass destruction. Igbophobia is it. Igbo unalarụ n'ụla, onye ọbụla tete n'ụla, onye ndị ilo gbara okirikiri na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. That is me, Raf Tresvant, to you.
Thank you very much.